Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a yop-tastic day. Brick Broad.
Whoa.
Brick Rim. Okay, I think there was one time where I said like Rimrod or something. No, what did I say?
You're trying to say Nimrod. I think you said Nimrod.
Yeah, I was trying to. I said that. It was wrong.
And here we are again.
Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to another episode of James and Friends Try to Turn Friend Brian into a DC Animated Universe fan, or DCAU for short, while they think of a better acronym for the title because the acronym is long as the title and something unlimited and something beyond. I'm James. And who's you? Who are you?
I am the man of many names.
Yes.
You may know me as Brian or Bry or Brick or Broderick or Rick or Ick.
Ick. I like Ick. Ugh. Get this guy out of here. But, funny April Fools. That's not actually the name of this podcast. This is Jump on the Bat-Wagon. We were just we were going to pull a funny joke, but I can't even make it past the first little bit here. So
I just... I could make jokes. I could run with an April Fool's joke, but I think the problem is that I'm just I'm so easily distracted that I don't think I could keep up.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to this podcast before, this is where we watch the entire DC animated universe from start to finish in the controversial airdate order to experience the shows the way human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1990s.
Yes.
Anyway, I did want to mention that today's episode of the podcast is very special. As we talked about last time, we're watching our first DCAU movie.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Brian? Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I think I'm more nervous about hosting a podcast in with movie form because we haven't done that. But
we haven't done it yet. Yeah.
I'm excited.
It will be a different format, I guess, because it's a much longer. You're gonna have to remember a much longer plot.
Yeah, can I take notes just a this
I guess. Yeah, I'll allow it for the movies. Yeah,
okay.
I do make the rules after all.
You do.
Now this first movie is called Dude, Where's My Batmobile? Yeah. And last time you guessed, what was your prediction? I can't remember.
In true form, well, not quite true form, but pretty close to true form. I predicted that it was going to be the Batmobile's origin story.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Not Batman's, Batmobile's origin story. It does make sense.
Might have had a bit of echo there. I was hearing an echo, and I was like, "Wait, where's that coming from?" And
I thought this was another classic my computer stopped recording situation.
No, this is a slightly less classic. I forgot to press a button situation.
Did you take care of the ants? There were ants crawling out of your computer last episode.
Oh, I actually moved in with them.
Oh,
yeah, they took care of me.
This movie premiered Friday, December 15th, 2000. We skipped 8 years.
That's
kind of crazy. Yeah.
That's kind of unlike them. I mean, that's odd, right?
It is. I mean, yeah, usually we'll skip a Saturday, Sunday, Monday kind of deal. But
3 or 4 days.
It's just, there was just nothing for quite a long time.
Okay.
But, it doesn't really matter too much. It was a long awaited, very nice return to the DCAU. There were people clamoring for. It wasn't even really called the DCAU at the time because there had only been about 31 episodes of Batman the Animated Series and then just nothing.
Yeah.
And so, so this was a really nice return to form. Bruce Timm came out for Comic-Con for the first time in decades, and I don't know.
Were the people waiting for it? Do you know, or was it just kind of one of those? Oh, that show got canceled and then it just came back.
I was 9. I was 9. I think. So I wasn't really paying attention at the time. This was one of the first DCAU things I saw, actually. So, and funny enough, it aired at 10:30 p.m. on SNICK, that's Saturday Night Nickelodeon.
Really?
And my mom let me stay up that night and it was a rare treat.
But everything before was on Fox Adults, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
and they just jumped networks?
It changed hands completely in that 8 years. The licensing ran out by a certain point. So
okay,
we'll talk about this in trivs though.
Yeah.
We got some big trivs. Yeah, this was written by Philip Stark, directed by Danny Lehner. Wait, these are new ones. What?
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say these don't sound familiar.
Well, they're not using the in-house crew anymore. These are more freelance, I guess.
Okay.
Members of the crew. We have music by David Kittay and animation by Alcon Entertainment.
I.e. the Cowboy Bebop people?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. They also they did Transformers. No, what?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go watch the movie and we'll come back and talk about it like we always do?
Yeah, because that's what we do.
You're excited? You're excited? It's the first movie of the DCAU.
I'm stoked.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Bring
Boy,
it. Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it.
What does mine say?
What?
Oh, sorry. You'll get that reference in a little bit. All right. See ya.
Okay.
Chinese food, may I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to place an order.
What you like?
Yeah, I'd like 3 orders of garlic chicken.
And then,
3 orders of white rice.
and then...
Oh, hey, you guys want soup? Sure. Yeah, 3 orders of wonton soup.
And then,
Oh, some fortune cookies, too.
and then,
Gosh, I think that's about it.
and then,
No, that's it.
and then,
No and then. That's all I want.
and then,
Then nothing else because I'm done ordering, okay?
and then,
No. See, all I want is the 3 orders of the garlic chicken and the 3 orders of the white rice.
and then,
And the soup, dude. Oh, and the wonton soup.
and then,
And the cookies fortune. Hey, and the fortune cookies. Yeah. So it's just the chicken, the rice, the soup, and the fortune cookies, and that's it.
and then,
And then you can put it in a brown paper bag and come put it in my hand because I'm ready to eat.
and then,
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
and then,
No, and then.
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 and
Then you're
then,
really starting to piss me off, lady. And then I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna put my foot in your ass if you say and then again.
and then, and then, and then, and then.
Holy shit.
That's my line.
Oh, whoops. That was something, Brian.
They took 8 years
Yeah.
to make this movie.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
a very
was the
good
best
point.
they came up with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm speechless. It was so bad.
I'm speechful, but I shouldn't be.
Yeah, I do have a lot to say, but I feel like a lot of it's probably inappropriate for this podcast. I think we were
Sorry?
we were joking about calling the subtitle only straight white American skinny men are okay or something.
Yeah.
That was just the run like if you weren't Batman or Robin in this movie, it was just you're the punchline. Everyone that's a different race, everyone from a different country, everyone from a different
Body size,
language, body type,
background, anything.
Yeah. If you're a lady, or if you're a Chinese, or if you're a friggin' you got
French
a penis,
person.
but you got boobs also. So bad. Just this was so bad.
This
Like
is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire
It
life.
really was.
Sincerely.
I said I was embarrassed about the Sewer King episode. I am so.
I would watch the Sewer King three times.
I'm mortified. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to sit through that.
I honestly, I would understand if you don't want to do this anymore.
Okay,
like
I'll
on
see you
some
later.
level, I don't want to do this anymore after watching this movie. I
They
will admit,
ruined
we
it
talked
for us.
We talked during the movie. I've only seen this I think a couple times, and I remember it being okay as a kid. I remember thinking some of it was pretty funny. I remember the premise being like, I don't know, decently cohesive.
Yeah.
It was none of that. It was very. There were probably 3 good jokes, I think.
Yeah.
Can't remember 2 of them. One of them was when Diet Riddler and the other Diet Riddler were going like, I will use the whatever device and send you or banish you to Hoboken, New Jersey, and then they get cut off before. Like that was the only. Like I laughed really hard at that.
That was the continuum transfunctioner. Was what
That's
they were
right.
going for.
That's right. See, I don't even remember. Do you want to tell me what happens in Dude, Where's My Batmobile? Please. It was quite a lot that happened.
I have 2 pages of notes, or like a page and a half anyway.
I was thinking it was going to be such a simplistic plot because I thought I remembered the whole movie, but it's just every 2 minutes a different scene of a different like thing that the writer thought was hilarious, but isn't actually.
Yeah, it's basically just
happening.
one. It's like one vignette after another, and they don't really have any meaning. I guess they have some consequence, but it couldn't. It could also not have any consequence. But I'm gonna forego a lot of my notes here and just like. Yeah. I'm going to give it to you in like 30 seconds.
That's fine. Can I just do this over and over again in the background while you describe the... I'm not going I'm going to do it one more time.
Yeah.
It deserves at least 3. There we go.
Okay.
More than that, but I'm good.
All right. So it starts off, Batman and Robin have amnesia about... How do you say that as an American? Amnesia?
Yeah.
Amnesia.
What do you mean as an American? What have you been stuck in the in the other lands?
I come from Nordic country.
Yeah, just like those 2 funny guys. Hilarious accents.
Sometimes there's things that like I realize that I'm saying things with a bit of an accent, but I don't know where it comes from.
I've heard you say a couple of words that are just suddenly
I'm looking at the word amnesia.
Amnesia. It does seem like it should be that.
It's not amnesia.
Yeah.
It's amnesia.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway.
You're not Ted.
They can't remember their
right.
previous night at all.
Yeah.
They're stumbling through the world and finding out all these people who are either really excited to see them or really upset to see them and want to like kick their butts or they owe money. But
it was surprising people like didn't recognize Batman and Robin the first time they'd walk into a room. It would take a couple like double takes before they would be like, "Oh hey, it's you guys!"
Like Batman and Robin bought a whole bunch of donuts for cops, and they're like just talking to them. They're like, "Oh wait, hey, despite the fact that you were being interrogated, we didn't realize you were the one that bought us all the donuts." Yeah, anyway,
they forgot that the cat women in Dr. Emile Dorian's cat bar. We're also not recognizing them in the first try.
Wait, did we say that? No, we didn't. We didn't say like the main plot point, which is.
Oh, sorry. I'm jumping ahead. I just want to get this done with. I hated this.
They have their girlfriend's presence in the Batmobile, which they can't find. The Batmobile's gone.
Yeah. They say the iconic titular line, "Dude, where's my Batmobile?"
Where's your Batmobile, dude?
Yeah. And then Robin's like, oh my God, Robin in this movie. So like horny. It was so weird.
He's incredibly horny. It's kind of I don't understand why they had to do that in the DCAU. Like I feel like that's a bit reachy.
So there's a movie that we'll get to eventually that all of these qualities we're talking about are like a lot of the fans are very like, I don't like this movie, so it's not canon to me.
Right.
And like they didn't like a lot of there's a lot of extra whoa Jesus there's a lot of extra humor, there's a lot of like sex jokes and stuff like that. I'm so surprised that more people don't talk about this one over that, because it's like it was just so out of the blue, such a like this is one that I would bypass my own like rules of like no it's not just not canon because I don't like it, like fuck this, I don't want this to be canon at all.
I wonder if we can erase this. Like, I wonder if we can somehow erase this from the collective memory.
Well, the podcast is getting pretty popular. I think we can probably sway public opinion on to just not accept this movie anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, keep going.
I don't know if I want to keep. A bunch of bad stuff happens. They're just. Do you want to just give the like?
I'll read you the official synopsis.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 crime fighters have an excellent adventure in this riotous comedy. After a wild night they don't remember, dim-wits Batman, Ashton Kutcher, and Robin, Sean William Scott, search valiantly for Batman's missing Batmobile. Along the way, they encounter a money-hungry transsexual stripper, a spacey group of extraterrestrial loonies, and killer ostriches. That's it. And boy,
Really?
did those things happen.
They did, but that's somehow easier to stomach than actually watching it.
Yeah. When I was like copy pasting that, I was thinking like, oh, I don't remember half of that stuff, and it's for good reason, because just very out of touch. Like, okay, this movie came out in 2000. We know that, but Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker came out in 2000. Justice League came out in 2001, like pretty close. None of that ever screams to me like, oh, really, really, really offensive transgender comedy in quotes. Like, holy shit, it was not. What did they say?
They said everything.
The stripper.
Oh, you're talking about the gender challenge?
Yeah, they said gender challenged. Holy shit. I was so I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know. This God. I'm just so hurt.
I know.
I love the DCAU, but I just can't I can't imagine. I don't understand how I forgot how horrible this was. Like
it's almost like there was some kind of like Men in Black thing that was used on you, so you erased it from your memory.
And me and everyone else at the mini golf. There was a part where okay, so I think only all that I remembered about this movie, other than just like the
Dude,
and the vengeance, what does mine say? I am the knight, what does mine say? I am vengeance, what does mine say?
I am the knight.
Everyone knows those jokes, but like everything besides that, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, it just seemed really inconsequential, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like
I think I said at the start, how did this transcend like pop culture in a way that everyone knows this movie? Because clearly everyone watched it when it came out. Like, it's popular, I guess.
Yeah.
But what the fuck?
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you could like walk out in the street and be like, dude, where's my Batmobile? And someone would be like, where's your Batmobile, dude?
Yeah, everyone know.
You just, yeah.
Okay, let's try to get through this as quick as we can. So we got the cast, okay? Let's go through the cast.
Yeah,
we got Ashton Kutcher as Batman, Sean William Scott as Robin, Jennifer Garner as twin number 1, Marlo Sokoloff as twin number 2.
Who, by the way, they didn't like animate them to look at all similar.
No, they were drawn. They're completely different character models. The last time we saw twins was in Two-Face Part 2. He had those goons, the red hair, gray suits.
Yeah.
I was saying that, but you didn't remember them because you've already forgotten that episode.
Yeah,
but
but they were there. I trust you.
Yeah, but also like they like just like with Alfred's girlfriend in the Poison Ivy episode. There's no like explanation for. She doesn't have an They don't have introductions, and they never show up again. They're just in this one movie.
They're there only as a plot. Oh,
it's a plot device. But to what end? Like just
to kind of like peanut butter the sandwich together.
I think they're maybe supposed to be like they're supposed to tell the audience that like it's okay for Batman and Robin to be doing these terrible things because we still love them. Yeah,
like it gives the like American white male permission to be the worst.
Yeah. It really,
is that too political?
No, I that's what this movie is saying.
Pretty loudly. Pretty loudly. Anybody like
I said I wanted to look up what else this writer has done. I didn't do that, but anyway,
your cast.
And yeah, by the way, anyone that appears in this movie for the first time, I think it's a testament to the quality of the movie too, is I couldn't find anything interesting that they'd ever been in besides this movie. So anyway, we got John Melendez as Alfred. All that we see of Alfred in this entire movie is when they wake up in the morning and Alfred just walks out of a closet and then pulls his pants down and starts peeing into a plant, which is completely the opposite of anything you would ever expect Alfred to do. And he's like drunk and hungover and wearing boxer shorts. Like, what the fuck?
But also Batman and Robin like had this like this like passing like exchange of like, oh, I thought Alfred was your friend. He's like, no, I thought he was your friend. And then there's like Alfred just walks out of the room in his like robe and his dirty boxer shorts. And
I don't even remember them saying that. I was already tuned out. I was already so confused, and that compounded throughout the rest of the movie. We got Michael Seamus Wiles as Commissioner Gordon. Also, a little uncharacteristically, just beating up a mannequin in the interrogation room.
Yeah, that was an odd choice.
That was kind of one of the better jokes, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, I think we laughed at that because it was like the standard interrogation scene. You know, they're like roughing up somebody in the interrogation room, but instead of them being roughed up themselves, which maybe like the animators were doing to get away, like you can't like show like beating up someone.
Yeah.
So they're beating up a mannequin.
Yeah,
instead,
they're
and
passing
splashing like hot water in his face, and the guys are Batman and Robin are all, oh no, Commissioner Gordon, why are you beating up that mannequin?
That does make me wonder whether or not it was like a purposeful joke, is meant to be a joke, or whether they're just trying to get past broadcast standards and practices.
I bet it
just wound up being funny, I guess.
Yeah, I think it probably just worked out for the censors. Like, this movie does not have enough intelligence to.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And uncredited. I couldn't find out who voiced Harvey Bullock in this movie because it doesn't. Oh, so I guess I'll do the thing.
Yeah, but we don't have it.
I'll stop it here in a second. Yeah. We don't know who voiced that guy. Okay, and then we got David Herman as Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent was
pre-Two-Face Harvey Dent. So I don't know what the timeline is on this.
Yeah, I guess this. I don't know why this.
Like Robin's here, but Harvey's also here.
Yeah, so there's a lot of controversy around this movie, I'll say.
I understand it now. Like, I understand why I haven't heard people talking about it too.
Yeah, face.
He's just Harvey.
Pre-Two-Face. He has a little like Chihuahua dog that's sometimes a puppet that he performs animal cruelty on by making smoke what you assume is marijuana. They can't outright say it in the children's movie. Right. But it's kind of like that Alice in Wonderland type scenario with the big caterpillar guy smoke. Like, you know what this is.
Yeah.
You know what this is.
We know what it is.
Yeah. We got Frida Fo Shen as the Riddler. You don't see the Riddler. We were ready for finally the Riddler was going to appear, and all you do is just hear her on the drive-through.
Yeah, but you got some of that like. You got some of that like Riddler flair, just with the like constantly questioning, and then
it's just question marks everywhere. Yeah.
How can you solve a riddle that like never ends? And I think that was probably one of the cooler parts about it. And I might just be biased because I love the Riddler, but like,
yeah, no, I thought it was really like it was pretty cool, a deep sort of character analysis instead of.
It like left you wanting, which I think was maybe one of the like the more intelligent choices they made on this film.
And then Batman just bashes the Riddler's voice box. Like he's really got to him. He was not happy.
Oh, he like totally got in his head. Do you think that was the voice box thing was like a callback to the 1989 Batman movie with like the Joker's laugh box, like after he like falls off the building and dies, and the laugh box is going? Is it like because it's like
it's looping?
A voice box that's looping.
Yeah, I don't have that in Tribs, but that's a good point.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. We got to ask Bruce Timm sometime.
Yeah.
We got Cleo King as the Joker. The Joker showed up at the car impounding whatever
like
that place is called.
Impound thing, which was kind of weird.
Like, I don't know if it was like a what is that called when you have to like pick up trash on the side of the road as your prison sentence or whatever?
Like community
service. Yeah. I don't know if this is that kind of deal. So maybe. Like they had to he has to like be in a job.
Yeah, or something. Like work a desk job, which is like totally anti-Joker.
He found it really funny when they got their arms stuck when Batman got, or no, it was Robin. Robin got his arm stuck.
Batman was trying to pull him out. He was like spitting all over his arm and stuff, which is weird.
Yeah, it was a little odd. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got Brent Spiner as Dr. Emil Dorian. He has them in a cage at one point. He's got all his animals running around.
Like a zoo cage thing.
Yeah. I didn't write this down in trivia, but I saw it on IMDb. I didn't think it was interesting at first, but then after we watched the movie, I do think it's quite telling, I guess. He requested that he not be credited in this movie. So he's just like full on.
Wow.
Nope, I don't want to be attached to this at all. It's weird. He would go on to voice the Joker in Young Justice. So I guess he forgave them at some point. But
I wonder what happened there. That'd be a good
Yeah.
behind the scenes thing to figure out.
yeah, we could do a whole video on that. Probably that'd be cool.
Sweet.
Fabio as the Sewer King. Now I told you the Sewer King never came back.
Yeah, I was pretty upset to see this.
I have to assume it's just I blocked that scene out of my memory. I already did this with Red Claw at the start of the podcast too, where I said like, and that's the last time we see Red Claw, and then someone in the comments says, "Oh, she'll be back actually." So yeah, the Sewer King pulls up and just stares at them, like maybe they didn't have the voice actor or something like that.
Yeah, that was interesting to like. I guess
they credit Fabio
different.
in the credits, but it must just be like the grunts or something. Like there's not.
Oh.
I guess it's an interesting choice to get such a well-known name for like doing nothing, basically.
Didn't South Park do that with George Clooney?
I hope so. I don't know.
They had him this might not be true, but I vaguely remember them getting like George Clooney was apparently like begging for a spot or something to do voice acting, and they like just had him bark as a dog for the whole episode.
That'd be good.
I kind of want to check into
that's
that.
True.
But we don't need to do that right now. That may or may not be true, listener.
Yeah. But yeah, he just pulls up and then he's got like an unnamed like girlfriend in the seat with him, and they're like having
She
a little
doesn't say
like
anything either.
They're having like a pissing contest over who's cooler. They at this point, Batman and Robin have stolen a car in their search for the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Which is a little, it's a little out of character, but you gotta track down the Batmobile as fast as you can, or someone's gonna cover it with boxes or whatever happens.
Right.
Someone's gonna be a chicken. Speaking of which, we have several live ostriches as the Penguin. It was kind of cool that they it reminded me of how like a xenomorph is like the sound in the Alien movies is the sound of like a baby giraffe and a baby elephant or something like that, like combined. Okay. And so like we've been joking about the Penguin's first words in I've Got Batman in My Basement, or rock, I'm the chicken. But in this, they like literally cast birds as the Penguin, and so
it was weird to have like the mixed medium thing too, like to do like live action over like the animation cells.
Right? Yeah.
Like it didn't work all the time, but it was like cool that they tried it anyway.
It kind of looked. I mean, they did dress the ostriches in the Penguin costume. I have to assume they got that from the Batman Returns set, but. It didn't quite fit them right. Like,
I mean, it's a bird in like a human suit. Like it would never fit right. It was kind of bunched up around the neck.
They have like the prosthetic face on, but the way that the wings are like stuck in the suit, it didn't work. I don't know.
Yeah. But again, it was like I was just happy to have like some connection with reality. Be like, oh right, like I exist in the real world. This movie will be over eventually. Like I'm so happy to see live action.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you saw that, you're like, okay, I think we're starting to hit the down slope toward the end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were wrong. There was quite a lot of movie left.
Yeah, that was like 15 minutes in.
It's so weird. Okay, I've talked about this with like Anchorman 2. Have you seen Anchorman 2?
No. Wait, okay. Yes, I have. Oh God, wait, right? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
He goes blind or something.
Yeah, that's part of it. Oh. See, this is the thing with Anchorman 2 that I said when it came out was like I mean, this isn't probably not a very hot take, but it feels like, okay, the distance between Anchorman 1 and Anchorman 2, they had all these different ideas for an Anchorman 2 movie probably, and they just threw them all into the script, and it's just like 17 different movie plots back to back.
Yeah.
And this felt very much the same kind of situation. It's been 8 years since we've done an episode of Batman. We're going to do a Batman animated series movie.
It'll be the best thing ever. We're just going to put everything in, all the ideas.
Yeah, exactly. So they have all of the space stuff. They have all the amnesia. They have the loss of the amnesia.
Oh,
they have the loss of the Batmobile. Just anything that you could think, oh, what's a cool Batman plot, and they just tossed it in. So definitely very. When you think the movie
jumpsuits, like that was a weird.
Yeah, not very stealthy.
Was it supposed to be bubble wrap? You think?
I guess
it looked like it. It looked like bubble wrap.
There was that one shot where like the shine off of the bubbles had like 6 different lens flares coming off of it, and we're like, was this ACOM? But no, it was this Alcon Entertainment. Is very, very close. I wonder if they renamed themselves. I don't know. I'll have to look that up later.
It was like
we got Hal. Let me get through the rest of the cast real quick. Just rapid fire here. We got Hal Sparks as Nostromo, who's the cult leader.
Yeah.
Christian Middleton as Diet Riddler. David Bannock as Diet Riddler also. Michael Bauer as Dr. Donkey Lips. Charlie O'Connor as Garth. John Tollesbay as God in Star Trek V. Christy Swanson as Christy Boner. And Richard Mole as Computer. And that's it. That's all the cast. We've had some of those before. So
some of them are new.
Yeah, I mean, you'll recognize Michael Bauer, Dr. Donkey Lips. He was in Heart of Ice. That's your number 1 right now. So it's very unfortunate that he reappears finally in this movie. But he had a pretty small role. So
it was like I can forgive him for being in it. I can't forgive the animators because he didn't need to be. That could have been just some random henchman.
Yeah, no, it could have been, literally anybody else. And they're just like, oh, let's go back to we created a brand new origin for Dr. Donkey Lips, and he's very emotionally attached. You can connect with him. We did this really good episode Paul Dini wrote.
Yeah,
won an Emmy. And then they just bring him back for fucking, dude, where's my Batmobile?
It was probably for a trailer. They just wanted to include him in the trailer for the movie.
Yeah.
And so they have a clip with him. And they're like, oh my God, he's in there.
Yeah. Advertising, marketing. Let's do some trivs. I got some medium trivs here.
Okay. Give me some mid trivs.
We got, this makes sense. When Ashton Kutcher first read the script for the film, he almost turned down the role of Bruce Wayne because he found it to be very stupid. However, so this is coming back from being Batman on the show for 31 episodes, and then he almost didn't want to do this. However, when he read the "You Got a Tattoo" scene, he could not stop laughing and agreed to take on the part. That was his favorite scene.
I am the night, ha ha ha.
I guess he thought that was really funny. I don't know.
Oh my God.
The film story came from a rejected live-action Beavis and Butthead movie concept in the late 90s.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
that checks out, actually. Yeah.
So not only a rejected Beavis and Butthead, like an animated cartoon, a live-action Beavis and Butthead script turned into an animated Batman movie.
Wow. I feel like that's a combination they never should have done.
No, that's very out of left field. There are Chinese characters on the sign for the Chinese drive-thru restaurant where the Riddler on the speaker always says, and then the characters read Hai Yu Ni, or whatever that's actually pronounced. I'm so sorry if you're Chinese, in Mandarin, which can be translated as, is there anything else? Or as he says, and then. So,
okay.
That's kind of cool.
That's clever.
Yeah. They actually took the time, yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that someone of Asian descent, likely someone of Asian
correctly
descent,
helped them with this, yeah.
Helped with that, but also why?
Yeah, I don't know. A sequel titled Seriously, Dude, Where's My Batmobile was planned, written by Randy Rogel, but was never developed, and eventually the idea was scrapped. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. The next animated movie in the DCAU is Batman Mask of the Phantasm, widely revered to be like one of the best Batman movies ever.
Really?
So I assume they came off the heels of this going like, nope.
Maybe they just had to get it out of their system, and then they're like, now we can make a good one.
I guess so. Robin's haircut changes often throughout the entire movie, sometimes even on cuts in specific scenes. I did notice this a couple times. It was like, at one point, it was like when the milk all hit him in the ninja episode. It was all down and wet.
Yeah.
And there was no explanation. There was no milk even. So, yeah. I don't know. At around 56 minutes, this one was very strange to me. Okay. Around 56 minutes in, a cameraman is reflected in the windshield mirror of the Batmobile while Batman and Robin hide from the ostriches.
That wasn't a Batmobile, though.
Oh, no, you're right. I thought it was because I thought, there it is. Because it was one of those cars. It was like a very old style, long car. And they get in and I'm like, that's going to be the joke, is that it's the Batmobile. But then there was just a car for no reason. The penguin, the ostrich, weird the penguin stop motion cutout ostrich things. Yeah. Penguin are attacking Batman and Robin in this car. There didn't need to be a car at all. There could just have been Penguin.
Yeah. Like
It didn't serve any purpose. And then it just led to this goof, I guess, which makes me think that they used like real mirrors for the mirrors in the animation, because otherwise, how would you capture a cameraman in the mirror? They don't even use cameras. There wouldn't be a person like standing over the cells. I don't know. It's very confusing.
How does that weird?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the "That's not how that works" button plugged in yet. I got to figure that out. In the original script, the leader of the hot alien chicks was supposed to say blowjobs instead of pleasure when they first confronted Batman and Robin. It was later filmed as oral pleasure, but ultimately changed to just pleasure to maintain the PG-13 rating.
That was just all a weird choice.
Yeah. This also says the footage of the oral dialogue is included on the DVD. I've owned the DVD for forever. Again, I don't watch it very often, clearly, but I must have missed that special feature. I don't remember this, but either way, yeah, like the literal movie Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dr. Donkey Lips, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like the campiest sexually charged of all of the live action Batman movies probably, and they didn't even have this like blowjobs kind of scene or anything. It's very like Austin Powers almost.
I feel like even Austin Powers had more tact than this though.
Yeah, it was worse. It was cringier than even like the third Austin Powers probably.
Yeah.
The last thing I have is the word Batmobile is said 62 times in this movie.
Wow. That seems a little excessive.
Yeah. I was probably like half of those are probably in the opening.
Dude, where's my Batmobile?
Yeah, where's my Batmobile?
That's true.
When we watched Batman and Robin, speaking of, we counted 60 donkey puns. And in this movie, I guess there's more times they say Batmobile in this movie.
Wow.
Light wraps. Let's get through this shit. Was there any cool light stuff in this? There was the Men in Black thing at the end. There was
the Men in Black thing. There was like the lights on the continuum transfunctioner thing, which is just like that was just a battering, right?
It's just a battering. Yeah.
Okay. It looked a little bit weird.
Yeah, sometimes they draw the Batarangs with too many like spikes on them.
Yeah,
and I think that was one of the instances of like
this is like a super sci-fi variation of the Batarang. So anyway, like the lights on the
blinking
Batarang
red lights on it.
Were
and
like
stuff,
those were kind of cool. It was like kind of A-commy, but it was like it was all right.
Yeah, it was a little loosely drawn, I guess.
Yeah,
that wasn't really like any. I don't know. Like there was the bubble wrap lens flares. There was the Batarang lights, but
yeah.
I don't know. Nothing.
The intro, like the intro animation.
Yeah,
the
whole. Oh my god, it was a very like psychedelic traveling through space. I said it was. I likened it to an anime intro because it was like you saw the penguin wrapped up in ostriches. You saw the sexy ladies. You saw like every character,
every single like plot character in the movie was
just
in the intro.
Floated by. Yeah, and I was saying it's like
in space.
I said like an anime intro, like here's all the characters you don't know in the intro that you'll meet later.
Speaking of random things in the movie, there's a random musical number.
Oh yeah.
In the middle
I think
that
was that part
video.
of their dream though, or did that really happen the night when when they've lost their memory and they couldn't remember actually doing?
Well, that was like they went to the tailor that like had like somehow like tailored their Batman, the bat suit and the Robin, like I don't know how they would have gotten out of those.
The ones with the GothCorp logos like all over, like every single thing had a GothCorp logo.
Yeah, it was just like
branding
all over, super branding. And he like pulled out that contract, and Bruce Wayne was like, "That's not the only thing I bought or we bought."
Oh
yeah. And then they go into a random music video.
They find various things in the pockets of the utility belts.
Oh, and that's where the like disco Batarang comes from.
Right.
Oh, that could be the subtitle for the episode.
Disco Batarang. Yeah, there we go. I like it. That's better than the rest of the movie. Batman's usefulness. Very unuseful. Didn't do shit. Terrible person. Worst person ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's just like. I mean, but Robin too. Like Robin is only helpful when he's talking about ostriches.
I did like how all the characters like reconverge at the end. Like,
yeah,
they all had some
it's a cast
tiny
call.
It is, yeah. It's not as they didn't serve any plot purpose. They just appeared. But I don't know. It was kind of fun to see all those character models on screen together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, both of them usefulness in the toilet for most of the movie, and then of course, in the last 2 minutes. They just
minute and a half, just kind of like wrap it up, and we're gonna solve the problems of the universe.
They just pull out the crazy straw that was in their utility belt to poke the Batarang in the right spot, and then the movie's over. Yeah. There was also all of the characters, regardless, so at the end we Dr. Donkey Lips is there. Mm-hmm. Everybody who's been throughout the movie,
why are they even there?
Yeah, Christy Boner's there, Ostrich Penguin's there, Harvey Dent's there, Commissioner Gordon's there. Everybody's there. Somehow, most of these characters know how to activate the continuum trans.
Oh, and they're just giving advice, yelling.
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, push this," and at this point, you do this. Why do they know that? Oh, you said it was a plot device, the biggest one ever,
the most obvious plot device ever.
Is this books or hip hop?
Don't you even?
No, neither.
Don't you even?
Are we placing this on the top 10? I don't think so.
Never.
But it is definitely going in the bottom 10, I think.
It is the top of the bottom 10.
Yeah.
Or bottom whatever.
Let me bring up the DCAU top 10.
Oh, did we want to talk about usefulness?
Well, we did, kind of, right?
Well, did we want to rate them, I guess?
Oh, yeah. What's your I don't know.
I'm going to give Batman... Do you want me to do Batman? You can do Robin.
Okay.
Or I can
They're
do
about
Robin,
the same. They're the same score. Yeah.
I'm gonna give Batman 1 out of 10, 15, 25. 1 out of 50. I'm gonna give Batman 1 out of 50 Riddlers and thens.
Okay. I'm gonna do Robin gets. Let me think here.
Pizza delivery.
Okay, I give Robin 2 out of 100 homophobia, ableism, and racism combined. Because that's all they did the entire movie. Yeah. It was really bad. Product of its time, whatever, I guess, but holy shit, I will never watch this again.
I feel like Mel Brooks couldn't ever have been this unintentionally offensive.
Yeah, this was way beyond anything. I want to say I'm glad, but I'm not glad at all. I'm glad we for completionist's sake we're including this in the DCAU watch through. But oh my god, we're putting this on the bottom. This is now the bottom 11.
Actually, can we
11? What?
Just hot take here. Can we just make another list? Because I don't even want this to
never
tarnish.
Do not watch, never watch again,
never ever watch again. Don't put it on the bottom because we were talking about having maybe we'll have a couple of beers and watch some bad ones. Yeah. I don't want this. I want to remove this from the DCAU.
Right? Yeah. We want people to know how bad it is. So I'll put let's call this one Hell. And I'll put, dude, where's my Batmobile? Yeah, definitely never coming back to that one.
Nope. Mm-mm.
And I went, weird thing happened. And I don't know if the listener, if you can explain to me next time maybe, but we didn't get any emails. We didn't get any voice messages. And the last episode of the podcast on the YouTube upload has 0 comments. There's only 12 views or something too. So,
did you try refreshing the internet?
Oh no! Let me.
Yeah, turn the internet.
I'll turn off the internet.
Yeah.
No, that didn't work. There's no comments.
Dylan Pollock would have wrote it.
We have to assume he's dead.
Batgirl fangirl,
we have to assume all the listener is dead, I guess. I don't know.
No, that can't be right. What?
I'm very confused. A comment came in on a Watchtower database video that was quite confusing and quite alarming. that was it was a I can't remember I can't find it now, but it was something along the lines of like, oh, you guys like that's it, that's the last straw for me, I'm headed over to the Yop Tower for good. And I don't know what that was about, but I have to assume, did we say something like really offensive in the Scarecrow's Raspberry Febreze episode? Or was there, I don't remember saying anything really wrong, or, you know, especially after watching this movie. Like, I can't imagine I said anything on the level of this movie. So
no, I don't think so. You just there's that's just got to be, it's got to be a glitch. We'll do a mail time later and just punch it in on this.
Well, I mean, I got to get this out. Like, we're recording the night before. I got to get it out tomorrow. So I think what needs to happen is, listener, if you're listening, just leave comments on this episode, and we'll read them next time, I guess. And maybe for both of the last 2 episodes, whatever you want to do, we'll figure it out in the future, I guess, you know?
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, we'll double up later, and we'll just make sure that every single thing from this episode is read.
I just have to hope that this doesn't happen again, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's very strange.
Freaky.
Anyway, it at least makes the length of the episode a little shorter. So
yeah, that's good, especially with an episode like this.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want to reach out to us like the blind kid touches the boobs in the Dude Where's My Batmobile, email us at podcast. You lost it there. You couldn't do it anymore. Email us at podcast@watchtowerdatabase.com. New episodes of the podcast are released every Friday on the Podtower YouTube channel, as well as all your favorite podcast feeds. I'm not going to say them anymore. Sound good? We made it 99% of the way through the episode without breaking. I think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And that part's staying in for sure. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this? Are we coming clean? Or are we just like?
I mean, goodbye, everybody. See you next week. Happy April Fool's Day, motherfuckers!
Oh my God, you guys! You just can't believe what we went through to make this.
That was tough on my soul, both to watch the movie and discuss it in such a fashion.
Agreed.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
I have to play clips of this movie in the podcast.
Don't do it!
Is anyone hungry?
Yeah.
I could go for some Chinese food.
That sounds great.
Sweet. My back itches, dude.
Jesse, you got a tattoo. Oh my God, so do you, Chester.
No way. What's mine say?
Dude.
What about mine?
Sweet.
Yeah, but what does mine say?
Dude.
What about mine?
Sweet.
I know, they're sweet, but dude, what's mine say?
Dude.
What about mine?
Sweet.
Question marks everywhere. Yeah.
How can you solve a riddle that like never ends? And I think that was probably one of the cooler parts about it. And I might just be biased because I love the Riddler, but like, you know.
Yeah, no, it has a. No, it has a.
Can you cut that?
The laugh.
And I just need to like not look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want this bit to be sincere.
You've been doing that a lot, where you're like can barely keep it together. Okay.